We sent one of our producers to Target and they found this. Gay Nutcracker, complete with a rainbow hat, a trans flag, full price, $12, but right now it's on sale for $8. Target also sells Santa ornaments, but Target's Santa is in a wheelchair and is black. And it's a good thing our chimney is wheelchair accessible, so Jesse Jr. is gonna get all the gifts he wants.
Imagine how miserable a person you have to be to go send someone to Target shopping not for, JanSport backpacks, Swiss gear backpacks, but for things that might potentially offend a sad, pathetic Fox News audience. So he had that, and then he brings out none other than Riley Gaines, who, is done being threatened by trans athletes and now is joining this ridiculous complaint fest. Take a look.
It doesn't make sense. You have to ask yourself, why do they keep pushing this? Who are they trying to appeal to? Because despite what the media portrays or how politicians are voting, this doesn't represent the overwhelming majority of how this country, really how the world feels on this issue. I think majority of people, parents especially, they can acknowledge that gay Nutcracker and black disabled Santa has gone way too far. The pendulum has swung.
First of all, let's take a moment for how hilarious and terrifying the idea of a gay Nutcracker is. It's terrifying because it cracks your nuts. You know what I mean? And that's everyone with nuts' biggest fear. So I think it's funny to just have any Nutcracker. It's the most horrifying thing in its mouth. But who does this appeal to? Folks that would buy them. I would buy that because I think it's amazing. I just think it's hilarious that someone is is trying to figure out how do we manufacture that. B, you're mad that the Santa Claus is in a wheelchair. The real Santa Claus is in a sleigh behind reindeer. That is a ridiculous way to get around. And he flies through the air. So what are you? You're suddenly the police of ways Santa can travel. My guy has a weird way of doing it. It would be awesome if he had a spaceship. Let's get on that. But these folks, it's so sad because it's a complaint in search of a problem. It's like Googling things that I would get mad at. That's what they're doing instead of just living their lives and being like, oh, that thing I saw made me mad. John?
Yeah, I have thoughts. Can you hear me? Am I choppy? I have a feeling that I'm probably unacceptably choppy.
You're choppy, but I can hear you fine. Your visuals are choppy.
Okay, good. That's good. Then forget the visuals. So I'll just say, I understand that there are definitely groups that they feel that they go out of their way to find ways to demonize. So they think there's a gay Nutcracker or whatever, they have to demonize it. It's buffoonish. It makes them look like clowns, but they are. I didn't realize, I know that Jesse Watters despises unhoused people more than anyone in the world hates anything. There's weird quote they have. But what is their issue? Disabled reputation? I understand the many layers of hatred. Does Jesse Watters not have his life, in his family, in his friend circles who is disabled in some form? Why would they feel that it is their job to use their time in their fancy $1 million studio to demonize the concept that there'd be literally any form of representation of anyone who does not look like a boat shoe? I don't get it. I don't get that as a way to live. Look, he kind of has to do this sort of, I guess, filling in now for Carlson. He's the new Carlson. Carlson performably peed his pants, I'll say, over sort of thing constantly, but it's just embarrassing and we feel to expect more.
Yeah, it is. I can answer those questions. Those are rhetorical questions, but the actual answer is the reason that people are selling the Nutcracker like this is because folks are going to buy them. People will buy them. And the reason that Jesse Watters exists to do this is that there's an audience for people to get mad at that fact of life. There are people who get actively mad that in Target, a store that sells thousands of products, they're upset that one of them is a black Santa in a wheelchair. That is an audience. That is their form of entertainment. And they're like, listen, they get so mad at like the fact that there's a diverse Ms. Marvel / the Marvels community. And they think that's pathetic. But what's really pathetic is how much those folks complain about it.